Today is all about the future. But before we jump in, like this and subscribe. Hey, good morning, everyone. As usual, probably running late to school. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. She's trying to get out. Calm down. So we got a lot of cool stuff going on today. We are meeting with church builders to talk about the future expansion at ACC. Oh my gosh, it is so cold out here. Just made it into the church, and I just started thinking about this question. Is there something that you've been waiting for a really long time? I've been really excited to kind of start this process here at ACC of looking towards the future and what we can do to impact the community, even more so than we're already doing. And so some things seem like they just take forever, but you always have to believe that it's in God's timing. I'm really glad that we're starting the process now. So one of the things that Rob and I always do is we review last week's service, which is why the live stream is up in the back. And then we also look forward to the next service, and we plan to see if there's any sort of special elements, any songs that we want to do. And so just kind of working on that right now. All right, see ya. Yeah. That into Spring Creek Barbecue. Send us some gift cards. So just arrived at Spring Creek. They send us gift cards every single year to the church. So love coming here and eating. I do like Tin Roof a little bit better, but their barbecue is really good. Yeah, chopped beef. Cool, thank you. So stinking cold. I hate this. Thank you, world. Thank you, Spring Creek. Spring Creek, it was great. Enjoyed it a lot. Got the chopped bacon. It was great. So, on my way home. So we are wrapping up the book of Galatians. We're in the final chapter, chapter 6, and I just want to encourage you, if you haven't read it yet, to go ahead and pause this video, go read it, and then come back and we'll talk about it. So right at the beginning of this chapter, Paul tells the church of Galatia, hey, if you see a brother or sister caught in sin, then you should go gently correct them. Sometimes it's easiest to look at the opposite of what we're being told to do, so we understand it a little bit better. And so the opposite of gentle correction would be gossip. I don't know about you, but there's definitely been times in my life where I've had a problem or issue with someone, and instead of going to that person directly, I found 2 or 3 other people, and I kind of got them on my side by speaking poorly of this individual. In the process, I was kind of building myself up while tearing that person down. And I can tell you that was the furthest thing from gentle correction. Another opposite of gently correcting someone is calling them out publicly. Now we see in Matthew 18, there may be times in which we need to involve other people into the mix. Like maybe they don't see it from our perspective, or maybe they don't think it's valid just coming from one person. So there may be times that we need to bring in other people, but oftentimes when we publicly correct someone, it brings shame and it brings guilt and it brings anger. So whatever we were trying to accomplish doesn't get accomplished because all they can think about is how you wronged them in front of people. And the end goal is that they feel loved and that they know that they're forgiven, not only by you, but also by God. So this is what I want to encourage you to do. If there is someone in your life that is caught up in sin, go to them personally. Let them know that you know. Let them know that you're praying for them and that you want to see them overcome this. Here's the deal. They may take you up on your offer. They may not. But there really is never a place for gossip and calling people out publicly, especially when we want to win them back over. Does anybody ever have a really hard time showing people the real you? You know, your burdens, the things that you struggle with. Because honestly, you don't want people to correct you. You hate hearing feedback. Like, you've internally know, yes, I'm messing up, and yes, I know this isn't going well. I don't need somebody else to tell me. And so you put on this face like everything's okay, and you smile, and everything looks fine to the outside world. If that's you, I just want to encourage you to go and find someone that you can share your burden with and allow them to gently coach you through whatever you're going through. And here's the reason. It says in that verse that God's law is fulfilled when we share our burdens with one another. When you open up and you're real about what you're struggling through and you allow someone else to help you carry your burden, you will receive healing and feel forgiveness from God. The next part of the chapter talks about reaping and sowing. Now, as Christians, we don't believe in karma. We don't believe in what goes around comes around. Because if that's the case, the reality is we've all sinned, we've all fallen short of the glory of God. We all deserve to die and be separated from God forever. If we truly believe in karma, we've got a whole lot of bad stuff coming our way, no matter how many good things that you do. But we do believe in the biblical principle of sowing good seeds and reaping a good harvest. That means that we have to put the work into the land. We've got to rake the soil and we need to get the rocks out of it. We need to till and make straight rows, and we need to plant the seeds and make sure that they're watered. And when we do all of those things, we can come to expect a good harvest. Not because we've done great things, but because God is doing great works in us and He is allowing us to see that harvest. We didn't do something that we deserved, but we get the benefit of getting way more than we ever imagined we could get. That's grace. But what are we to do with this good harvest? He doesn't say we need to build bigger barns and store up our harvest. He says if there's any opportunity to do good, then we need to do it for all people, but especially for those that are in the family of God. So just wrapping up this chapter, you know this was going to happen. Paul was going to hit this subject one more time just in case there was any doubt. He's letting them know, don't go get circumcised. It doesn't count for anything. Remember, these people were getting circumcised because they felt like they needed to become good Jews before they became good Christians. And Paul is reminding them that they are not going to receive approval from God by following the law. The only approval that they're going to get from God is by following Jesus Christ. So I put this out to you right now. You've journeyed with me through the book of Galatians. God has had some really clear themes in here. You're not going to do enough good works to earn your salvation. It is by grace alone that you have been extended salvation. Don't believe other people when they say you need to do all of these things to earn your way to heaven. And then lastly, not to gossip, not to cause quarrels and arguments, but to literally help each other, carry each other's burdens as we become more like Jesus. Thank you guys so much for journeying with me through Galatians. Let me know in the comments if there is a book that you guys would like to go through together.